now it is under ESI, right? Again, for monthly contribution remittance, some relaxation is given for the month of February, right? I think 75 days time when given. So when we say February, I think normally it should be remitted before 15th of March, right? Instead of March, now I think it can go up to 15th of May. Totally 75 days given. Similarly, for March, I think 45 days time given instead of normal 15 days, which means again for March also you have time till 15th May, right? Of course, as far as ESI is concerned, they have made the announcement earlier, right? Yeah, move on. So what are the privileges in respect of the apprentices? Again, as we discussed, I think the trade apprentices or the diploma apprentices or the graduate apprentices, definitely they will also not be undergoing training during this period. So naturally his training period will get extended overall, whether it is 2 years, if it is 2 years means then that will get extended to 2 years plus 40 days, right? Something like that. So for the extra period also they are to be paid stipend. But of course, you can get it reimbursed as per the norms from the authority concerned. It is possible, right? Then the NEEM trainees, NEEM trainees are also eligible for stipend for this period. They are also to be paid. So as I said, there is no difference. It is the difference as far as this particular period is concerned. It is only in the nomenclature. Be it NEEM trainees or the apprentices and the Apprentices Act or the trainees as per the standing orders, or the regular employees, or the contract workers, or the ISMWs, or the casual workers, or the permanent employees, or the temporary employees, or the probationers, all are entitled for the wage during this period. Yeah, move on. Certain measures made mandatory in Telangana and AP. Okay, I think these things we have already seen. The vehicle, if provided for transport of workers, the same shall be thoroughly sanitized and thermal screening of workers and avoiding biometric attendance, right? Promoting hand washing and discourage workers to use others' cell phones, right? Again, these things are already, I think we saw this, but again, this is made as a mandate under Section 7 capital A1 of the Factories Act as far as Telangana and AP is concerned. So the responsibility is more, particularly for the occupiers concerned there of the factories. Yeah, move on. Again, timeline for license renewal extended. Yeah, I think these are all certain cases. The central government in Shram Suvidha portal, any license registration renewal under the above 3 acts, that is the Contract Labor Act, Factories Act, under the Interstate Migrant Workmen Act, right? So the timeline is extended up to 31st May, right? If it falls due, say during April, so it is not necessary that you have to make the application today. You have time till 31st May. Similarly, testing of equipment under Factories Act in Gujarat, right? Or the license renewal, either under the Contract Labor Act or under the Interstate Migrant Workmen Act, it is extended, right? Up to 15th of May. And in West Bengal, again, the validity period is extended to 30th June for all types of licenses which are expiring during the lockdown period. So it is getting extended up to, it is a flat, because I understand some single window system is being followed in that particular state, West Bengal. So it seems to be a open, relaxation till 30th June, right? Yeah, move on. So the validity period of consent, this is very specific to Tamil Nadu. Again, the consent to operate under the Water Prevention and Control Act, authorization under the hazardous waste, then authorization under biomedical waste management rules, authorization under solid waste management. I think again the validity of consent, authorization, if it is maybe expiring during this period, again automatically it gets extended to 30th June 2020. So it is sufficient if you do the further renewal from 1st of July 2020. Yeah, this is very specific to Tamil Nadu.